Pitt quarterback Ben DiNucci to transfer. For the second time in 3 days, the Pitt football program has lost a quarterback, and this time it hits closer to home. Ben DiNucci, the former Pine Richland High School star who got his chance under center this season, announced Thursday on Twitter he will transfer. DiNucci follows Thomas McVitie out the door, leaving Kenny Pickett as the last man standing entering his sophomore year. Back in September, the safe money likely was on DiNucci having a very quiet year. He'd back up Southern California graduate transfer Max Brown, maybe get some mop-up duty here and there, all the while staying uber prepared as the no. To guy should anything happen on the injury front. But even before Brown's season-ending injury in mid-October, 2017 had already been much more of a roller coaster for the redshirt sophomore DiNucci than that expected scenario. Coach Pat Narduzzi turned to him as a spark for the faltering Brown multiple times, and DiNucci even started Pitt's ACC opener at Georgia Tech in Week 4. When he tossed a touchdown pass on the game's opening drive, it was perhaps easy to think, okay, this is DiNucci's time to lead his hometown team for the next 3 years. Instead, things went sideways, first when he was replaced again by Brown at the end of that same game, and then when Brown started and had his best game the following week in a rout of Rice. DiNucci stepped in again after Brown had shoulder surgery but was strangely benched for Pickett in the third quarter of the first game without Brown, against NC State. At the time, DiNucci was candid and said he didn't see it coming, despite Narduzzi claiming the opposite, that both quarterbacks were aware of the coaching staff's plan for them. That could have been the beginning of the end for DiNucci, but it wasn't. He went on to start the next 4 games, the first 2 of which were victories against Duke and Virginia in which Pickett never played. The first time I started, that Georgia Tech week, was a little different for me. Didn't necessarily know what to expect. It's natural to have nerves. But I think every week, I just became more comfortable and more confident in myself and the guys around me, DiNucci said after the 2-game winning streak. But then Pitt was upset by 1-win North Carolina, and a week later, the offense sputtered early and often at Virginia Tech, where Pickett finished the game. The freshman got the nod in the season finale, leading the Panthers to an upset of their own against number 2 Miami, and the rest is history for DiNucci's Pitt career. Overall, he completed 88 of 158 passes for 1,091 yards with 5 touchdowns to 5 interceptions this past season, his first extensive action other than the Pinstripe Bowl a year ago when he came on in relief of Nathan Peterman. DiNucci, who held the Pennsylvania high school record for passing yards in a season until Gateway senior Brady Walker broke it this month, has 2 seasons of eligibility remaining. Like McVitie, he used his social media note to thank Narduzzi, whose staff flipped him from his commitment to Penn of the Ivy League soon after they arrived at Pitt in 2014 but said he will enroll at a new school in January. If he transfers to a lower level, such as the football championship subdivision or divisions 2 or 3, he should be eligible immediately. The landing spot for DiNucci could be somewhere in the Colonial Athletic Association such as Tosin or reigning FCS champion James Madison, per a source. As for Pitt, there's no denying the defection places even more pressure on the shoulders of Pickett, whom Narduzzi has already tabbed as his quarterback of the future. But now both of his would-be backups are headed elsewhere, and the only other scholarship player at his position is slated to be incoming freshman Nick Patti. And options for additions would logically be sparse, given that anyone with experience must expect a reserve role behind a younger player should they come aboard. Comment Twitter at Ryan Batko. First published December 15, 2017, 12:52 a.m.